This is gonna make life a lot easier, make weed spraying a lot faster. All right, making sure there's nothing in here that I need for the cover today. Nope, everything should be out there. A little cold this morning, get the heat going. As always, Dad has started down here. You can kind of see his plume going. And like always, we're gonna wait our turn in line. All right, Dad's up finishing peaches. Brian's out in apples. One more tank to do. We're gonna get the big water tank ready in service. Yep, low. Ground's nice and wet, full bloom. Perfect time to get some root pruning done in the apples. So we got everything root pruning. You can actually see our lines on either side of the tree on all of our blocks. And those go about 12 inches deep into the ground. Weed spraying in the grapes. You can see the little pattern on either side. Neighbors are getting after it. So I know a lot of you guys are probably wondering what this tool was that we were running yesterday. I didn't get a lot of video of it. We were kind of in a crunch time to get it done. But this is our root pruner. And basically these giant discs go down. You try and get for 10 to 12 inches. And there's a bunch of weight on either side of it. And it pushes it down and it kind of cuts those roots. Just the fibrous roots, not the tap roots. It doesn't tip the trees or anything. But by doing that, it kind of tricks those trees a little bit. And instead of having all that vegetative wood, like we got over here over the years, it kind of helps you get a little more back into fruiting. So hopefully next year, have a lot more buds on them. That's the goal, at least. All right, today's a little windy, so not a whole bunch to do. It is the weekend, so we got the new double weed spray broom all fit up. And got the controls mounted. So here's your master. Then you have your right boom and your left boom. And this tractor's got 3 remotes. So I have the very outside one controls the right boom up and down. The middle one controls the right boom up and down. And then this one actually on the front of here, there's a, I don't know if it's a converter or what it is, or it just ties these 2 booms in. So these cylinders are right here. That these booms will go out at the same time and in at the same time. And then trying to check for leaks, of course, which I got a little bit of a leak right here on this one, but that's it. So I'll take that as a win. Now, because they act independently, sometimes on these bigger spacings, I can only run one, and this one's got to run just up. But as this one goes out still, this one's still going to go up. So we're going to go check it on the peaches, the old peach block. That's the only block I'm a little nervous on. So if we come up with no problems in that old peach block, we're good. All right, so fertilizer time is here. We stuck it on back at the GL. We're fertilizing some grapes. But we got to stop for a second. The bander fell off, so Dad's bringing me some bolts real quick, get this fixed, and we'll get right back to it. Banders on, just rolling through some grapes. So why are we fertilizing grapes right now? Well, we're kind of at that stage of growth where they kind of start to need it a little bit. And the whole point of the fertilizer is as these start to grow, we need to push these canes out so they keep growing new wood. And new wood is where the buds for next year will develop. Also, the crop needs certain macros and micronutrients to help build that crop up and get some yield. Also, things like potassium, which is potash that we have in this mix too. Helps kind of mobilize that sugar and kind of helps these grapes be a little bit sweeter. Let sugar get up to the berries a little bit easier. All right, it's been a little bit since we got some videoing done. Been kind of running around like crazy. We're gonna start spraying on, looks like Monday, so that one's ready. Actually, we're gonna do some seeding today. This one, I'm gonna change this front tire out. This is a 3 rib, all of them are 4 ribs. So I'm gonna put another 4 rib on that one. And then this one is ready to go. We gotta test it. So this bearing actually back here, we just replaced. It cracked right on that greaser. Not really sure how or why, but we got that replaced. So we just want to test run this thing, make sure nothing's clanking, clunking, anything wrong. All right, we got this thing filled with seed. It seems to actually be working pretty good. You can see all the white dots. So this is a regenerative blend that Chuck from Understanding Ag whipped us up. And we're gonna be putting all in all the blocks we planted this year. Everything over here, here, and on the line. This thing is super simple. The ground's tilled up. This front packer runs this little drive chain and spins it. Inside here, there's brushes that just shoot everything down. This little chute throws it in between, and these things kind of pack them back in. I don't know if you can see down there in those chutes, but it's dropping seed down. The wind's blowing it a little bit, but it'll be all right. That's gonna put an end to the day. New load of bins came in this morning.